The people who hate Trump hate Netanyahu, and the people who hate Netanyahu hate Trump.
Sure, people who hate authoritarians and authoritarianism and abuse of political power tend to have unfavorable views of politicians who embody those types of attributes, as both Trump and Netanyahu do.
People who hate the United States hate Israel, and the people who hate Israel hate the United States.
In the conservative mind, anyone who criticizes Israel or the United States is automatically labeled a hater, but that's hardly the case. Criticism is a good thing. That's how you make things better. I wonder if you think all the prophets who criticized the Israelites and their leaders over hundreds of years were haters and anti-Semites. Was Jesus a hater and anti-Semite?
Never forget it. And we Jews and Christians, we are united. United by our God.
Our God, Jesus? Well, I'm Jewish, and Jesus is not my God. I'm not so sure about you, though. Seems you'll take whatever God comes with the most followers.
United by the Holy Land, the ancestral sites.
We are united by ancestral sites? What does that even mean? No Jews, Orthodox or otherwise, feel united by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But I guess saying that will get you more Christian followers.
If there wasn't Judaism, there'd be no Christianity.
Why do you say that? Are you saying that God could not come into the world or bring salvation to the world in whatever manner at all he wished? Are you even religious at all, or do you just take advantage of believing people for your own political purposes?
And to be perfectly honest with you, if the United States had not been a majority Christian country at its founding, the writing of the Declaration and the Constitution, there would be no Jews in the United States, or for that matter, any other minority.
Why do you say that? Any particular reason, or you're just throwing that out there like a big turd?
It's because of the Judeo-Christian value and belief system that we have the country we do.
There's no such thing. Why don't you tell me what the Judeo-Christian values and beliefs actually are? Will you start with Jesus as Lord and Savior?
That preaches tolerance and diversity.
And neither Jewish nor Christian tradition preaches tolerance and diversity. It is secular humanism and Enlightenment principles that preach tolerance and diversity. The recognition that all faiths should be equal under the law, with none being favored, is not a sentiment you will find in the Bible. That is the Enlightenment speaking. When the Bible speaks on the matter, it is always to demand squashing religious diversity and the absolute extermination of divergent communities. If you were to make a list of actual Judeo-Christian principles, the annihilation of alternative faiths would have to be right near the top.
Look at your First Amendment. It's cited all the time. Do people really understand it? The free exercise of religion
is absolutely not a Jewish or a Christian principle. That is a principle of the Enlightenment and an absolute rejection of Christian authority in the Old World.
But no official religion. That's the big distinction between Christianity and Judaism and Islam.
No. All three religions, if you look at their scriptures and how they were put into practice, are incredibly intolerant of those with divergent faiths. It was the Enlightenment thinkers who finally said, all religious governance has gotten us is fighting and killing and destruction, and we've had enough. Thomas Jefferson wrote, "Millions of innocent men, women, and children since the introduction of Christianity have been burnt, tortured, fined, imprisoned, yet we have not advanced 1 inch toward uniformity. What has been the effect of coercion? To make one half of the world fools and the other half hypocrites, to support roguery and error all over the earth." So these great, albeit imperfect humanists, our founding fathers, decided that in this new country of America, we're going to leave religion out of government, where it has never been other than a poison, not only for the government, but even more so for the faith and the faithful. Political power corrupts faith because it makes faith a tool to obtain worldly power and wealth. No faith and no faithful have ever been able to resist this. But now the likes of Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro and Dennis Prager are here to tell us that we need more religion in government, and it's okay because, hey, Judaism and Christianity are actually the same thing anyway, and as long as you're a good Republican and hate the LGBTs and the homeless and the migrants, then God or Jesus or who the hell really cares is out there anyway, because we're too smart to believe those fairy tales, but evangelicals are not. Well, God or Jesus or whoever it is will be thankful for your votes and donations. Well, here's an idea. Instead of making up ridiculous conceits like Judeo-Christian values to help ingratiate yourself with Christians, why don't you stand up for Enlightenment principles, protect minorities, support the poor, banish bigotry, keep government strictly secular, and leave individuals free to believe or not believe as their reason and conscience dictates?